guys, Movies here, and welcome back to Mario Kart Double Dash. Sorry for the really abrupt ending last video. I didn't realize I was so short on time there, so yeah, I had to kind of cut it short there. So oh well. Anyway, this is part 2 of the Mushroom Cup. We're now on to Baby Kart, my absolute favorite course of the entire game. Why? It's really short, really hectic, and also the Bowser Shell, as I mentioned last episode, I'm calling it, is absolutely destructive as hell. The thing is, items on this course, they'll actually bounce around back and forth over the middle part of the track there and create lots and lots of mayhem. And the Bowser Shell, as you saw last video, is very destructive, and with a thing as big as that on a course as small as this, you can imagine what kind of mayhem you'll create with that. And this course is especially insane when you actually have decent competition on 100, 150cc, because people are actually competent and actually create some competition. So it gets really hectic later on, but it's also extremely fun. And I'm hitting more banana peels and crap because. But I did mention also, I remember this just now, last video, I'm sure you guys noticed the top speed here is about 43 miles per hour, at least for my car. Your speeds are pretty much limited for each course, or not each course, but each class that you do. Of course, if you're slower on the earlier courses, and I keep saying courses when I want to say CC, whatever. Yeah, you go slower for a lower CC, and then faster for a higher CC. So of course, your top speed will be higher for 100, and then higher still on 150, and so on and so forth. So that's also one of the reasons why I prefer later characters, because they are faster. I mean, they seem to be faster, so that's why I like them. Yeah, I'm hitting all sorts of crap here, because dazzle, lag, yeah. And, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm already on lap 6, so this is actually the only course machine that I've 7 laps because it's so short. It's pretty much, it's like a NASCAR track except reverse, because you're just making right turns over and over again. So if you play the mirror mode of the game, which you unlock once you, I think, beat like all 3 CCs before that, or something like that. I forget the actual, the actual requirements to unlock mirror mode. But what that does is it switches all the courses around, so you're essentially driving them backwards of sorts, or just like the reverse of what it normally is. So for this case, you're making right turns normally, whereas on mirror, you're making left turns the other way around. So nothing too tricky, but it's actually a pretty fun mode to play. My brother and I play that a lot, actually. And it's actually pretty damn hard, and by hard I mean extremely frustrating and annoying. But that's another time. I'll record mirror mode at a later time. Anyway, dry desert. This is where the awkward pause comes in. Right about now. Right before I start the race. Here we go. Yeah, I had a phone call right here. Or actually, what I say was a phone call. Actually, my dad came. I don't even know why I said I had a phone call. I didn't. My dad was in the room. Actually, we were just watching TV. And he would not. I mean, there was we were watching SportsCenter actually. And I'm talking about the Pittsburgh Pirates, how they're actually playing well as of late. And he had a bunch of airtime on SportsCenter, and he came in and was watching on my TV. Why? Don't know. We have 3 other TVs in the house that work just fine. But yeah, he came in here and watched on my TV for a while, which is right by my computer. So I had to pause the game here, as I didn't want to play while he was in the room, because he was talking to me, which would be kind of rude. To pretty much direct my attention towards the game and not him with the TV or whatever. So I had to pause it here and go from there. Yeah, unfortunately, this goes on for 4 minutes. I would speed it up in Sony Vegas if I knew how. I don't, so I'll just talk over it and create some fun stuff here. Also, controls for the game, I can talk about those. Y and X use items. I don't know if it's just me, but I never use Y to use items. I never do. I always use X. I just don't know. It seems easier for me to press on a GameCube controller. I have mine right here with me, actually. Yeah, I just kind of tilt my right hand to the upper right for the X, because I don't feel like reaching up to hit the Y, even though they're next to each other anyway. It just seems easier for me just to use X to use items. Yes, Z is switch. You just switch your characters to front and back. I don't really know how, because that's extremely dangerous to do that. Yeah, you're switching drivers while you're driving. That's just the worst idea to do in the entire world, but they still do it anyway. B is brake/reverse. I never use that. You should hardly ever need to use that, really. Then steer and launch it, of course. And for drifting, you can while you're going through a sharp turn, you can drift. You can hold R or L, and then the analog stick, whichever way you're going, to make a sharper turn to get around it easier. And then what you can also do is inside a mini turbo, or I forget what the actual term for it is. It's essentially a mini turbo. How to actually do it, I don't know. What I think you have to do is you go into a turn and you hold R or L, and then you analyze it in the direction that you're currently turning. And then once your sparks in your car turn like a dark red, then you want to hit it the opposite way, and then that should turn them blue. Once you see them turn blue, you let go for a mini turbo boost thing. I think that's right. I might have them backed up. I'm really not sure. But I never use it often anyway. I see the computer use it a lot actually, and like in Mirror Motor 150cc, they use it quite a bit actually. But I don't use it really that often. It's handy, yes, but I don't really bother with it. And that's pretty much it. There's also we can do if you're playing co-op, like 2 people, 1 driving, 1 using items. But you can do to start a race, as I showed earlier. Once you see the green light to start the race, if you press A at the right time, you'll get a boost if you're playing single player. But if you also if you're playing with 2 people at once, if both drivers hit A at the same time, you actually get an even bigger boost if you do it that way. But I hardly ever play with co-op. Actually, I always play single player or just with my brother. Anyway, back to the race at last. That was a very long handful of minutes, so I apologize for that. Beyond the course itself, actually, I haven't really been talking about the courses too much. Dry Desert. It's a desert, and it's double dry apparently. There's not really a whole lot of boundaries for it. It's pretty much a straight desert, so there's no walls and sides or anything. So items like the bouncer shell are actually not that useful here because normally they ricochet off the walls back and forth and create mayhem. But for this, it's a straight path, so you won't really hit a lot of people with it unless you have a straight shot course. And this right here, those 2 spiky things, whatever, I don't know what their actual name is. If you're playing multiplayer or whatever, that actually isn't there. It's only there for single players. Kind of weird. Yeah, that one always has the double item there, which, by the way, I did mention it earlier. If you see a single block, it's 1 item. If you see 2 together, then both drivers get that item. What you do, the first person in the back gets the item, and then you switch so the driver gets their items used as well. So that's actually a pretty handy feature there. What else is there? Oh yeah, the tornadoes for this course, do not drive into them. Do not do it because you will get flown up into the air and you will lose a lot of progress, so just don't do it. And that sand hole there, don't drive into that either. It should be pretty obvious, really. There's death in there, essentially. So avoid that as well. And that's really about all I can say for the courses. This is the Mushroom Cup, so of course they're all the easiest courses. But they do get harder as the game goes on, of course. You have Mushroom Cup, Flower, Star, and the special one, which is all 16 races in one. You just do them all in a row. But their order's randomized as well. Yeah, some of the courses are downright bastards, actually. I can think of a couple that I've been screwed over on multiple times. Waluigi's course is a motocross course of sorts. It's basically the whole dirt track thing. Wario Coliseum is a pain in the butt. Rainbow Road, God, I hate Rainbow Road so much. It is just, the turns in Rainbow Road are just, we'll leave it at that. What other courses can be irksome? DJ Mountain View because the turns there are very, very sharp, but I'm just saying, that's just my personal grievance with the courses, but they're all really, really well done. The graphics for this game are, of course, very, very good. So, what else is there? Yeah, I'm trying to think of something to talk about for post-commentary. I'm still working out the kinks for that. Well, kinks as in I'm still getting more used to doing post-commentary. I think actually, from this video, or the last video as well, to my Final Fantasy 12 video, I'm doing better in these ones, I think, in 12, because that was my first time doing that, so I wasn't fully used to it. I was really, nervous, and I would just talk really, really fast or whatever. I'm still doing it here as well, I noticed. I'm sure you guys have noticed it as well, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. So anyway, we won, did a full 40 points, we had 10 points for first place, 8 for second, 6 for third, 4 for fourth, and then a 3-2 on the rest of the way. 8th place is even. So right now I'm showing off the award ceremony here. That one car actually there would be a parade car you get for doing about everything in the game. It's not really that good actually. I really don't like it at all. I used it once, my brother and I did after we unlocked it. It's not that good. I really don't like it. It's like a heavier, bulkier car, and I just don't really like this at all. With that, guys, that takes care of Mario Kart Double Dash. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And this has been Iron Movie signing off, guys. Have a nice day, and thank you so much for watching.